In the Ministry of Health's statement, Yang Berhormat said the 10 new cases bring the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the country to 50. 7 of the new cases are related to the Tabligh or religious gathering cluster in Kuala Lumpur, while 3 other cases have connection to case 25 that was reported on the 12th of March 2020 and has no connection to the Tabligh or religious gathering cluster in Kuala Lumpur. Case 41 involved a 31-year-old woman who is the wife of case 15. She has no travel history to overseas and began experiencing cough and cold on the 12th of March 2020. Case 42 is a 55-year-old, a sibling to case 12. The person does not have any travel history overseas and experienced high fever and coughing on the 9th of March 2020. Case 43 is a local man aged 29. The man was not involved in the religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur. However, he had attended a religious gathering in Brunei Darussalam on the 5th of March 2020 that was also joined by several others who attended the Tabligh or religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur. Case 44 involved a 23-year-old who is related to case 25. The person has attended a family gathering with case 25 on 8th of March 2020 and began experiencing fever on the 10th of March 2020. Case 45 is a 56-year-old person who is also connected to case 25. The person also attended a similar family gathering with case 25 on the 8th of March 2020 and began experiencing fever and flu on the 12th of March 2020. Case 46 is a 56-year-old who is a friend of case 8. Both met on the 9th of March 2020. The person began experiencing fever on the 12th of March 2020. Case 47 is a local man aged 68. The case did not join the religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur, but he has attended a religious gathering in the country on the 5th of March 2020 that was also joined by those who had been in the religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur. Case 48 is another local man aged 20. The case did not join the religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur, but the case has attended a religious gathering in the country on the 5th of March 2020, and that was also joined by those who have been in the religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur. Case 49 is a 24-year-old who has relation to case 25. The case has attended a family gathering with case 25 on the 8th of March 2020 and did not display any infection system. Case 50 is a 55-year-old woman who is the wife of case 36. She does not have any travel history overseas and does not display any symptoms. The Ministry of Health would like to inform the public that all cases are being treated at the National Isolation Centre and are in good and stable condition, do not currently experience fever and do not require the aid of a respirator. The ministry also reminded members of the public who have attended any religious gathering from the 5th to the 8th of March 2020 in Brunei Darussalam, with those who have attended the religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur to undergo tests for COVID-19 at the sports complex of the Raja Isteri Pengira Anak Saleha Hospital as soon as possible. The whereabouts of those who did not undergo the test can be reported to the Health Advice Line 148. The Ministry of Health continues to carry out contact tracings for each case. To date, 886 people have been instructed to undergo quarantine according to the Infectious Diseases Act, Chapter 204. Meanwhile, since the COVID-19 pandemic began in early January 2020, 1,023 laboratory cases for COVID-19 have been conducted. The ministry also informs that 9 Brunei Darussalam citizens who are currently in Kuala Lumpur are still under quarantine, and from the figure, 3 are positive and are treated at the Sungai Buloh Hospital in Selangor. 1 person was negative and 5 others are still waiting for the results. Meanwhile, Brunei Darussalam participants of the Pontianak Bike Week that was held on the 12th to the 14th of March 2020 in Kalimantan, Indonesia, and the Borneo Ultra Trail Marathon 2020 that took place from the 14th to the 16th of March 2020 in Sabah, Malaysia, are required to report immediately to the port health units at all ports of entry, including the Brunei International Airport, to receive guidelines to undergo self-isolation for 14 days. Those who have arrived in the country and have yet to register are required to call Health Advice Line 148. Members of the public are also welcome to report any large-scale events held overseas and have been attended by citizens and residents of Brunei Darussalam. In this regard, starting on the 16th of March 2020, all citizens and residents of Brunei Darussalam are barred from going overseas except for special cases such as receiving treatment, attending court hearings or continuing studies overseas. This is also subjected to approval from the Prime Minister's office. Applications on this matter can be directed via email to travelapplication@jpm.gov.bn and attach supporting documents or scanned copies. Contacts who are undergoing quarantine and those who are tested negative are reminded to abide by quarantine regulations. If experiencing problems, contact Health Advice Line 148. Therefore, any contacts undergoing quarantine can be subjected to legal action under the Infectious Diseases Act, Chapter 204. The Ministry of Health also advised those who experience symptoms of infection not to visit patients in hospitals, especially those who have chronic diseases, as they can infect and harm the patient. For more information, visit the Ministry's website at www.moh.gov.bn or contact the Health Advice Line 148.
Sementara itu, peserta-peserta dari negara Brunei Darussalam yang menyertai Pontianak Bike Week yang diadakan pada 12 hari bulan Mac hingga 14 hari bulan Mac di Kalimantan, Indonesia